AskReddit by Constant at 9001. If you could travel to any point in time, past or future, where would you go and what would you do? The age-old Reddit question. Not get married. Buy $50 of Bitcoin in 2011. Secure it. I heard. Fall in love often. Get engaged rarely. Never get married. Removed. That's interesting. Past. Play the lottery and give the money to my mom. She's been working non-stop since she was 4 years. The modern response that's equivalent to go back in time and win the lottery is go back in time and put everything into Bitcoin. Exponentially more money too compared to just winning the lottery once. In the future, I could see how humanity has evolved, how technology has progressed, and how society has changed. You think society will change in a good or bad way? Back to 2016. Get another 7 years with my cat. I would go to the 70s and 80s to see live music. It was affordable to go to concerts then. 1 year into the future. Get the winning lotto numbers for every lottery during that year. Get the winning teams for every sporting event that year. Find out what stocks did best in that year. Come back, win lotto. Invest all the winnings into the top 10 stocks that did best. Place bets on every sporting event and election. Rinse and repeat until my future knowledge is exhausted. Spend the rest of my life living like a king. Get a load of Bufftanen over here. I'd go back to when my family was alive and stay there. Deep. Hope you will find your peace. I know losing people you love is hard. Stand on the grassy knoll and shot duck. Storm from TV show. Not telling which though, the cool kids know. Red dwarf. Future. I want this stage over. The planet will be on fire with an eternal overlord, Donald J. Musk, a horrifying android ruling over nobody. A bit morbid, but I'd like to see one of the Mongol conquests, but not actually live there, just observe what they did. If I need to be there, probably sometime in the 20s or 30s, before climate change fucked every ecosystem up. Although I'd miss phones a lot. Make sure my parents never met. But then you wouldn't exist. 2011. Bitcoin? Go get that Bitcoin. The 15th of April 1865 Ford Theater. I would choke out John Wilkes Booth before he could assassinate Lincoln. But then it just looks like you choked out a famous actor. Gonna have to find some way to prove his intention was to assassinate Lincoln. 50 million years into the future. I wanna see it. I'd go even farther to like 2 million years, but something would possibly instantly kill me, like air quality. Go back to September of 2023. Would hope to remember this go round to process my thoughts slower and in a more complete manner. Think more about how to properly deliver my feelings when speaking. I'd really like to see a dinosaur in the flesh. If it was just as a viewer, then I would like to see that last day of the dinosaurs. I'd go back in time and drown Woodrow Wilson in a lake before he could get into politics. I know there are alternate history discussions about how this would basically solve the 20th century, but honestly I'm doing it because my high school was named after the prick and I hated that school solely because of that. If it's temporary, go to the future and memorize lotteries and stock trends for the coming years. If it's permanent, go to the past and buy Bitcoin. Seeing the construction of the pyramids or the likely dystopian future would be cool, but being rich is much cooler. I want to travel to Rome 1945 BC and give Julius Caesar a 7/11 Mountain Dew Slurpee. I'd have to do a deep dive in the dates, but I'm bringing modern weaponry with me whenever some Confederate gold went missing. I'll fuck the timeline as little as possible. Watch out for the time cops. Future but 200 plus years from now. I don't want to travel to a certain timeline. Any connections from me? At least for a 200 time period seems like it's safe to say my existence and anything related to me by that time be all gone. The past, to alter my present life and future. I'm going to the future. No chance of being my own grandpa.